Guys, we have an urgent information coming out. Scientists are planning nuclear options as asteroid heading towards the moon. Now they are planning on doing something like the movie Armageddon back in the 90s. Let me show you something really quick here, and here we go. Let me just pull up this information here. So nuclear disruption, an option, scientists say. A new, yet to be peer-reviewed paper proposes option to prevent asteroid 2024 YR4 from colliding with the moon. Now, one option presented in a paper is a kinetic disruption mission to blow up the asteroid using nuclear explosive devices. The mission would include sending two 100 kiloton nuclear devices to the asteroid, with each being 5 to 8 times more powerful than the atomic dropped on Nagasaki, Hiroshima in 1945. Wow. This is basically Armageddon, the movie Armageddon. That's what it is. But instead of the space rock hitting Earth, they're trying to save it from hitting the moon. Now the question is, well, there's something that's on the moon. I do believe there's possibly a nuclear reactor or other stuff that these world leaders had been building for many, many years, decades and stuff. So they're trying to protect it from this space rock that's heading towards the moon. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. So NASA previously tested asteroid deflection. In 2022, NASA successfully crashed a spacecraft into a smaller asteroid at a high speed, altering an asteroid course for the first time in history. The double asteroid redirection test was used to demonstrate NASA planetary defense technology and capability to change an asteroid motion through kinetic impact. It sounds like the laser dart. It says here on one that possessed no real threat. Researchers in the paper suggest this method will not effectively prevent asteroid 2024 YR4 from impacting the moon. An astronomer remain uncertain about the asteroid's exact weight and do not have sufficient time to launch a reconnaissance mission to study the asteroid before its impact further. Deflection mission will assist and appear impractical, scientists wrote in the paper. Alright, so I want to bring this second news article. Whoops. I'm trying to remove it, certain stuff here. I don't want to show it on this platform, but every time I click on it, it just takes me to it. It's like a deceiving system going on here. There we go. So in a plan ripped from the straight from the script of the 1998 movie Armageddon. Very, 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 very powerful movie. I love that movie, especially the soundtrack. I suggest people to watch that movie. It's amazing. Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. You have so many great actors there. Multiple actors has passed away. Bruce Willis, with his health issue, he's still alive. Again, many great actors. God bless them, and I'm praying for their health. In a plan ripped straight from the script of the 1998 movie Armageddon, scientists have suggested a simple, if violent, method of dealing with a troublesome asteroid. Just nuke it! Just nuke it. But in this case, it's not Earth that is the celestial body under threat, and the plan definitely will not require sending Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. Aww. Alright, so instead, a team of researchers that include NASA scientists have put forth the bold idea of launching nuclear at an asteroid with a slight chance of hitting the moon in 2032. So they're not going to be sending no, like the crews, like the one from the movie Armageddon. Again, those that the I think at the very beginning of the movie they were drilling oil and stuff like that. So they picked those crews because they know how to drill. So they needed someone to go on a space rocket ship and go on the asteroid and drill in the center of the asteroid and place the nuke there. But that's not going to happen to this one. The asteroid in question might sound familiar to you. Dubbed 2024 YR4, the space rock big enough to level a city grabbled headlines earlier in 2025 when it initially posed a historically high chance of crashing into the Earth. But here's okay. My question is, if they do this, like using nukes and it's much more powerful than what they dropped, like the Fat Boy in 1945, if it's powerful than that, what's the consequences? I mean, can this thing break the asteroid and split it into multiple pieces, and we could see some, stuff falling off from space, satellites getting hit? I mean, again, stuff like that they need to think of. I mean, just completely just obliterating the asteroid and into small pieces, and then it would be fire coming down from fire coming down from the heavens. Here's a refresher on 2024 YR4 and what to know about the new nuclear option. So what is the Asteroid 2024 YR4? Does it pose a threat to Earth? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But early this year, 2025, a lot of people were talking about that this thing could hit planet Earth. But now we are getting updates that it's not going to hit planet Earth. It's going to hit the moon. And it's, just let it hit the moon. No, we can't, because there's something on the moon. And you see the depth, right? Almost $40 trillion. Obviously, I guess some of that money went to building something in the planet, possibly some bunkers, who knows? So because it's big enough to be deemed a city killer, Asteroid 2024 YR4 became a source of alarm. To be uncommonly high risk ahead of colliding with Earth on December 22nd, 2032. The space rock was reported December 24, 2024 to the Minor Planet Center, the official authority for observing and reporting new asteroid comets and other small bodies in the solar system. The object eventually caught the attention of NASA and other astronomers when it rose on the US Space Agency's Sentry Impact Risk Table, which track any known asteroid with a non-zero probability of hitting Earth. Now it says here, for a time, it was the only object among more than 37,000 known large space rock with any chance of hitting Earth any time, with its probability of impact even rising to a record level of 3.1%. That began to change in late February as more precise observation allowed scientists to effectively winnow down the asteroid odds of impact to a number so low it might as well be 0. So how big is Asteroid 2024 YR4? Base observation from the James Webb Space Telescope. Scientists know the asteroid approximately length could reach nearly 300 feet, or about the size of a 10-story building. Earth safe from YR4 asteroid, but impact odds for moon keep rising. While Earth may no longer be at risk of a calamitous collision with the asteroid, the moon isn't so lucky. Poor moon. Alright, so it says here you have the Webb's initial observation in March, so the odds of YR4 crashing into the moon, rising from the 1.7% figure calculated in February to 3.8%, according to NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, which tracks objects like Asteroid at the agency Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California. Those odds rose once again to 4.3% after Webb's latest observation were made in May. According to NASA, the data helped improve scientists' understanding of where the asteroid will be on December 22nd, 2032, nearly 20%. So what will happen to the moon? Well, they're gonna have another crater, basically. The moon is filled with craters. If our cosmic neighbor were to take such a hit from an asteroid of that size, NASA has assured that the moon's orbit around Earth will not be altered. But in a new paper that has yet to be peer-reviewed, a team of researchers that includes NASA scientists argue that a lunar impact of that magnitude could kick up debris that would threaten Earth, satellite, and even astronauts on the International Space Station. That's what I mentioned, the consequences. So here's the thing, guys. We have to hit this thing, or at least move it away from the moon towards the moon target. Again, I don't know, I guess nuclear or laser dart. It has to be moved somewhere. So if this thing hits the moon, there's going to be a chunk that is, chunk of the moon that is going to be all over the place and possibly reaches Earth. Atmosphere, satellites, and all that could get hit, and we could see stars falling from the heavens. We could be seeing a lot of those satellite stuff falling. So they know something. They know something is coming. They have to figure something out. Because if our satellites get hit, you can say bye-bye to social media. You can say bye-bye to a lot of GPS stuff and, cable and stuff like that. Lights out. Alright, scientists suggest blowing up asteroid with a nuclear. Yeah, but this is going to make it worse, I think. This is going to make it a lot worse. If you watch the movie Armageddon, right, they were discussing how we take this asteroid, right? And someone suggests we could just launch a nuke. And so you had all, NASA, and you had all these people that was like, yeah, but if you do that, then you're gonna have all these space rock blown into pieces, and it's just gonna make it a lot worse. The entire planet is just gonna get it's gonna get hit even bad. So one guy said, well, imagine you have a firecracker in the palm of your hand. You light that up, you close your fists. What happens? Again, your palm, you're gonna feel that thing. Don't do it. I'm not suggesting people to do that, but again, your palm is gonna open and just everything just is gonna split. And so that's what he did in that movie Armageddon. They suggested to drill in the center of the asteroid and drop a nuke in there. Very powerful movie. If you guys want to check it out, I think they have it on YouTube for free. Alright, so once again, guys, it says here scientists may have known the asteroid approximate size, but they don't have accurate approximations of the asteroid weight. Now, considering that the researchers argued the world's space agency wouldn't be able to pull off a reconnaissance mission to gather data and then manufacture a spacecraft in time with the specifications needed to successfully crash into and knock the asteroid off its current trajectory. Such plan also comes with added risk. And that's true. You got to think about the consequences when you do stuff like this. pushing the asteroid onto a collision course with Earth, the researchers claim. Now, but firing an arsenal of nuclear at the asteroid doesn't require much subtlety or nonce. That's why the researchers argued detonating the space rock using nuclear explosive devices should be a sufficient method for dealing with a slight threat. Oh, you guys need to watch the movie Armageddon. You guys need to watch the movie Armageddon. The mission where it to happen, we need to launch between 2029 to late 2031, the team concluded. The paper was uploaded September 15. NASA has already nudged Asteroid and DART test. So it seems like that's not going to work. So I'm going to skip the rest of this here, guys. But that's what's going on right now. They need to think something really quick because this asteroid, if it hits the moon, yeah, a chunk of it is going to head towards Earth. And satellites could get hit. And boy, oh boy, that is not good at all. Alright, so would they find a Bruce Willis out there with a crew that could drill? Well, again, guys, 2032 is like, what, 7 years away? It's like 6 years away, but yeah, so they still have 6 years to kind of plan something before that thing gets closer and closer to the moon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.